Well, welcome back. This is another edition of At the Desk with Dave. Today is December 28th, 2009. Today's topic is going to be mind mapping. Last week I said I'd be talking about mind mapping and what that is. Mind mapping is a way to brainstorm your thoughts and get them in an organized way. Some people call it a thinking tool and a way to get associations put together. And so the easiest way, instead of talking about them, is kind of demonstrate an idea. So if you have a central idea, hope you can see this piece of paper okay. Sometimes it doesn't work up against a white shirt, so I'll try to move it. But you don't have to have software to do this. You can do this on paper. So if I have a central idea, let's say I want to talk about 2010 and getting in shape. So I may say goals for 2010. So what do I want to do? Well, I have physical things that I want to do. I have emotional things I want to do, maybe some self-help things and things like that. Maybe some spiritual things I want to do, or whatever. So you have these ideas that come off of the central idea. And then let's say for physical, what am I going to do for physical to get in shape? Well, I want to join a spa, or I want to run and do some push-ups and some sit-ups, and then I put those words in there. So these are ideas that support this idea. And emotional, well, I want to read, or mental, I want to read a book a month. I want to do crossword puzzles to stimulate my mind, play more games with my family. So just ideas off of ideas. Notice that the lines that we pull off of here are curved. The folks that came up with mind mapping said, we need to stay away from this linear stuff because that shuts down thinking. The more free flowing that we have this stuff, the more free thinking we might do. So it's a central idea with ideas off that and legs off of this. Now I've been using mind mapping software for about 10 years now, and I do it for preparing lessons when I was teaching school. I've done it to prepare lessons when I do lead the Bible study at church or something like that. I've used it taking notes at a conference. And when they say ideas, I'm popping ideas and then branches off that, a way to organize the way I wanted to take notes. I do public speaking, and I do my speeches with a mind map. I organize what I'm going to talk about to that group. So usually I'll put who I'm talking to, and then the topics that I'm going to cover and the supporting information off of that. And I use that and set that on the lectern as my guide path to keep my speech organized. So what I'm going to try to do with the camera is I'm going to move it in front of my computer to show you some software that I use for mind mapping and how easy it can be, and see if that's useful. So I'm going to move this computer over, the video over, and hopefully this works okay. So let's do that. So I'm going to point this at my screen. I'm going to hold it for a second to show you some mind maps that I have. So here's a mind map you can see on my computer. It starts with this central idea, if you can see the mouse moving. And then these legs branch off to an idea and a supporting idea. I'll try to click it so you can see. And so forth. And that was a speech that I did that talked about what's holding you back in prospecting and marketing, etc. You can also have pictures in it. So you see this map has little graphical things that says, hey, this is talking about a contract, so there's a dollar symbol. This is talking about the governance, so there's a hierarchy chart. Personnel, and there's a little person walking around. Calendar for date sensitive stuff, etc. So what I'm going to attempt to do now is say File, New. Let's start with a blank document so you can see this. And I'm not going to really fill this in. It's not the point of the video. It's just to get you encouraged about mind mapping. Let's see if I can get this. Sorry for the motion there. I'm trying to get the tripod to look at my screen. It won't cooperate here. Let's see if I can pull this up a little bit. Hopefully you can see that good enough. At least to get the demonstration point across. Okay, so if you start with a central idea, you just type in a central idea here, whatever it may be. And then you can hit insert and it creates a leg, and you put an idea in there, and you can create a supporting idea off of that and a supporting idea off of that, and come back here and hit insert and have another supporting idea. Don't want to save now. And then you come back to the middle and say, well, I've got, I want to get mentally in shape and physically in shape and spiritually in shape, whatever the idea is of what you're doing. And then if I come over here and then I just add a topic to that. Well, what if I don't like that there? That's better fit over here. I can drag and drop this over to that leg, or I can rearrange this down here. So I can just brainstorm, throw my ideas up on the screen, keep expanding this mind map, and you can make them complex or simple, and there you have it. So I'm out of time, so let's see if I can pull this back. The point of this was, I'm holding this thing, I hope it's looking somewhere at me. Go out to Google, do a search on mind map, learn about it. You can do it on paper, you can use a software tool. I use one called Mind Manager. I think it's produced by MindJet. But it really can help you organize all kinds of things. Very useful tool to get you free flow in your mind. And going into 2010, think of positive ways that you can do things that you haven't done in the past and stick to them. New Year's upon us. I want to wish you a Happy New Year. Hope mind mapping helps you. Go out and search on it and get more information. I've used it for 10 years and it's really been productive for me. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week on At the Desk with Dave.